She has been called the next Nadia, the new Nadia. 14-year-old Dominique Moceanu sits in second place and prepares for her bars routine. And the architect of Nadia and of Mary Lou Retton, Bella Caroli, will be right there.
You know, she may be very, very tiny, but there's some smart choreography to this bar routine. The skills that Bella has chosen are huge. They make her look like a giant. Big release to the high bar here. She'll work her way right to the low bar.
Oh, boy. That's a mistake. It's going to cost her quite a bit. The key, obviously, though, get your composure back. It's not over. A little bit shaky on her first event. Now she comes to bars, and once again, a little shaky. Big dismount. Double laid out somersault. Oh, beautiful, but...
steps everywhere, Tim.
Yeah. Bella has expressed concern about his pupil facing the kind of pre-Olympic build-up and pressure that Tim Zemeskel did. He's really worried about that.
That was no good, Donnie. That was no good. That's no good. No, hold on. Let's go warm up your best for the beam, okay?
Boy, he called it tough. He said that was no good?
He said it was no good. It was a big mistake, John.
Very dangerous.
And it shows in the score. 9.550 for Dominique. And with the scores that the other folks have been turning in, that will not stand up.
No, that definitely won't stand up. I'll tell you what she was supposed to do. Things started out well. This is a big skill called the Shaposhnikova. She moves from the low bar to the high bar. Here it is right here. Lots of height. Great skill. Now she swings out. She's supposed to do what's called a pack salto. Flips down to the low bar, but she's supposed to land in a handstand. She doesn't. Then she does a half skill. Obviously, at this point, she's just trying to cover up the best way she knows how in order to get herself back into the rhythm of the routine and back to the high bar.
Right at this point, Elfie, your mind is going about 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's like, where am I? What do I need to do? But one thing, she does get back on track.
Good posture, tight stomach.
Here's J.C. Phelps as she gets set for her beam routine.
All right.
And you know, you can feel it out here. You can hear it in the stand.
All right.
Who is this 16-year-old who is now beating the defending national champions? Let's go down to the gym floor now and Beth Rouillet.
It's a great night for any great gymnast, poised for a national title, on her way to an Olympics team, her family here to cheer her on. We are not talking about Dominique Moceanu. We are talking about J.C. Phelps. And even her teammate, Amanda Borden, says she came from nowhere. And in fact, if you take a look back at 1993, she did, because J.C. was 14, and she wouldn't even let her parents come to the arena to watch her compete.
Well, I didn't have real good self-esteem after that because I sort of went in and embarrassed myself because I fell all over the place. I ended up 24th as a junior. I wanted to quit after that.
She had the attitude like, who would want to coach me? I'm only 24th as a junior. We just asked her to please give another coach a try.
Warm up your passes on the floor, not in the pit, be ready to go.
She wasn't tough. She didn't think she was good. You know, she had no self-esteem. She had no idea how good she was.
By the time J.C. found Mary Lee Tracy, her parents had already changed their lives because of their daughter's talent. Today, J.C.'s family lives apart. Her father and brother in Indiana, she and her mother in Cincinnati. For a while, it seemed, everyone was moving to new homes, and J.C. was lonely and waiting for her mom to move to Cincinnati.
She would call every night. About 8 o'clock, she would call. And I guess I didn't even want to answer the phone because she would be sobbing on the other end. I'm just missing us. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty rough. Once I got here, Mary said she changed just like that. Just having a parent around. It's nice.
Inside the gymnast, there was still a little girl. This is the apartment close to Mary Lee's gym that JC and her mother live in now. Her brother comes for visits. For JC's gymnastics, this is the home that they gave up.
It was a nice home we had. It was a two-story home out in the country.
We had a garden out back and apple trees and flowers around the house. You always planted flowers. So I miss those kinds of things, yeah.
Well, I think it's a real honor that my family has the support and the love and the caring that they have for me, but I don't think that really puts pressure on me. I mean, I want to do well because I know all the sacrifices they've made, but I don't put extra pressure on myself because I know whatever I do, they'll back me up whatever I do.
Her parents are Jack and Cheryl. That's where she gets the JC. This sport is rough on families. It separates them, it makes them broke, and sometimes it makes dreams come true. JC Phelps has never before been leading the best in the United States, and that's where she is right now as she prepares for her balance beam routine.
She starts with a very tricky element, that front somersault onto the beam. Like you said, she hasn't been in this spot before. This is clutch time.
And you know something, Tim? The last time JC did this balance beam routine on the podium was at the World Championships in Puerto Rico, and she fell off.
Strength, and up.
Near miss on that layout.
Actually, I believe she's supposed to do 3 layouts, but kind of stumbled after that first one just a little bit. Remarkable that she was able to stay on the beam.
Smooth, and up. Good. Good.
She always looks so calm and so focused on this event, but this is the move she fell on. Coming up very shortly at the World Championships, the front stomach. Coming up in this line right here.
Arm.
Same as her mount.
Stomach. Arm. Up.
Dead on.
Good.
To remind you, there are 4 events going on at once here. That's why you hear someone's floor exercise playing behind her beam routine.
Handstand. Handstand.
The thing that's so great about JC is you see it right here. She has a wonderful line.
Good.
Great knees, great toes, beautiful form.
And she has the skills to go along with all of that. She's a real package in women's gymnastics. Here's a big dismount. Two back handspring, double back.
Her coach knows it, she knows it. So does Amanda Borden.
That one I could see at one time.
Her dad is still wringing his hand, of course.
Legs were shaky on that layout.
A 9.750, a great score. This should give her that self-esteem that her mom believes she once lost.
Well, here where there was a little bit of a problem, she was supposed to do 3 layouts in a row. Here's the first one, a little shaky on that second foot, but she does manage to hold on to the second layout. Smart move on JC's part, not throwing that third layout.
You can hear it in the words she uses to describe her relationship with her parents, honor and sacrifice, and a lady who had lost her self-esteem is now confident. JC Phelps still in the lead.